pinch. Bryant goes from first to center. Coughlin goes from left to first. Trevor Cahill will pitch. We're in the 7th inning in a scoreless tie.
Yeah. This game flying along. This is the anniversary of the fastest 9-inning game in baseball history back in 1919, a 51-minute ball game.
Guessing not too many warm-up pitches in between innings.
Somebody had a train to catch.
Stockus takes a strike.
Cahill, since joining the Cubs, has used his changeup more. He's backed off the slider. He throws a good sinker, also a curve. So he's got a 4-pitch mix. But since joining the Cubs, as I mentioned, fewer sliders, more changeups.
And rifled into center, so Moustakas with his second hit. It's one of the leadoff variety. And here's Perez, the catcher. The stretch tonight will be conducted by the grounds crew. This is the final regular season home game. It was an annual tradition, so they'll do it from the field in front of the Cubs dugout. I was just going to say, trust me when I tell you this, Cahill gave up that hit so he could get a double play ball.
Yeah, well,
I was kidding, but it worked.
And Perez not a speedy guy. This is about as routine a double play as you're going to get. Castro's biggest issue is having to tiptoe around the second base umpire out there. You don't get screened, and from there it was real easy. You see Perez not even in your picture there as that play was completed.
Yeah, I remember once, reading a whatever message board or something, and somebody was ruining the fact that somebody had a leadoff walker hit for the Cubs because they said it just sets up the double play.
Well, if that's not fatalistic thinking. The peek into the heart and mind of a pessimistic fan.
Right. Leadoff hit.
Oh, man.
Setting up a double play ball. 2 strikes on Rios. Clayton Richard just grabbed the ball in the Cubs pen. Here it comes. Ball 1. 1-2.
Trevor's been good since joining the Cubs. He had a 7.52 ERA with the Braves, a little over 2 in a Cub uniform.
And he makes pretty quick work of the Royals. Double play ball and the strikeout. And they'll get ready for the stretch down on the field. 0-0 in the 7th.
Tonight's guest conductors for Take Me Out to the Ball Game from the field, the Wrigley Field grounds crew.
Let's hear it, Cubs fan. Our team is in the postseason, baby. Let's get it! Let's go, baby! A 1, a 2, a 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the ground. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I bring it back orange blue. We'll go for the Cubbies. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Let's go, Cubbies!
Stylish, smart, and adventurous. This is unlimited driving fun. The 2015 Toyota RAV4, everything you want in a car and more. Eye-catching exterior, interior filled with soft, inviting materials. Let's get this adventure started.
Get 0% APR financing for 60 months on a new 2015 RAV4 or lease RAV4 for only $199 a month.
It all starts at Toyota. Let's go places.
I fix my heart and my broken bones. If I can't stand up on my own, don't make me stand alone. Lift me up so I can see the light. When the sun goes down, I will lay in your arms tonight. Don't be afraid, don't be afraid. Your heart's been repaid.
Cubs batting here in the 7th against Yordano Ventura, who has been terrific tonight. For the Cubs, it's been Hendricks and Cahill. Coughlin takes ball 2, 2-0. Nice job by the grounds crew with the stretch. $40,552 for this makeup game. And for the season now, $2,959,812. Cubs would have gone over $3 million if not for the bleacher renovations early in the year. And the increase from last year, over 307,000 more fans through the turnstiles. Inside, it's full.
Well, the Field of Dreams, right? If you build it, they will come. In this instance, if you build it, meaning building the team, they will come.
Tap foul. The Borges-Piscotti collision. Very, very scary. I wish I hadn't seen it. Like Piscotti went right into Borges' knee. They both went down. Well, I hope he's all right.
Did they have to stretcher him off the field?
I think so. Yep. Ball 4. Cubs with their second base runner tonight. Here comes Bryant.
Well, the MO for Ned Yost is to get to that bullpen as quickly as possible, but it's hard to argue with what he's seen from Ventura here tonight. So nothing going on in the Royal bullpen right now. Just a little bit surprised that after that leadoff walk, he doesn't have somebody starting to toss.
Greg Holland, their closer, he's done for the season with an elbow injury. Wade Davis has taken over the closer's role. I don't think they've determined yet if Holland's going to need reconstructive surgery, but he does have a torn UCL.
And has posted huge numbers in this ballpark, as you just saw. Some big late game heroics.
Strike called 1-1 on him.
Kelvin Herrera is now the 8th inning guy for the Royals, setting up Davis.
Pitcher and catcher will discuss. 1-2 on Bryant. This is outside. Stella on deck. No Anthony Rizzo tonight. Only the second time Anthony has not started this season. Possibly could see him off the bench late. Rolled not very hard to Moustakas. He's going to barehand, and he got him. Oh, what a play by Moustakas. Joe might want another look at it on a bang-bang play at first, and they will definitely
Safe,
review it. And he beat it out.
Yeah.
That's going to be a huge play.
This one should not take long at all. Heck of an effort by Moustakas. Very nice play. But it'll be a base hit for Chris Bryant.
So Foresight Technology replay review, and the Cubs are going to win this one, and they're going to have 2 on with nobody out. Still, what an effort by Moustakas.
Big ovation goes up as they see it on the big board here. And when that little rollover move like that coming out of the box, base runner gets a nice break, and we've talked about it all summer long. Chris Bryant, he can really run.
So by far the biggest threat for either team. First and second, no outs.
A situation here where you might be inclined to bunt, but with LaStella up there, and this may sound kind of weird to some people because he's not your typical middle of the order guy, but Joe really likes him against a power arm like Ventura, and he might not want to give up an out to advance these base runners. He might want LaStella swinging. Royals will defend the bunt. They'll pinch at the corners.
Bryant's got those long strides. And definitely used it to his advantage. Infield hit. And the pitch to LaStella misses, ball 1. There's Herrera. He's up. Each team won 1 game in that rain-shortened 2-game series at the end of May. So this is the rubber game of the season series.
Trying to get LaStella off the fastball. They go back-to-back changeups here to get started.
AT&T U-verse multi-view. Time called. Double play ball. Zobrist, Escobar, Hosmer. Runner at third, 2 outs.
And there's the downside, not bunting. And again, I'm not arguing that the bunt was the right play. It's easy in hindsight to make that point. And the key to that play was Zobrist, how aggressively he got after that ground ball.
Joe Madden knows all about Ben Zobrist.
Yeah, he closed the gap in a hurry, and that gave Escobar plenty of time to make the turn unimpeded.
That's the old neighborhood play. I'm not sure Escobar ever touched second base. 10 outs on the ground tonight for Ventura. Here's Castro. Pitch number 90 of the night for Ventura. Ball 1.
Garland really struck it sharply last time. Line out to Kane out in deep left center.
Ventura from Samana in the Dominican Republic. Starlin Castro from Monte Cristi. Castro 25 years old, Ventura 24. Starlin's been in the big league since 2010. 2-1.
2-0 heater. Good aggressive hack, just didn't put it in play. I'm not sure, but I think Ventura winked at somebody before the pitch. Yeah, maybe it's just a little twitch. Either that, it's supreme confidence.
Two and two. Coghlan at third. First time the Cubs have had a runner over there.
It's a little something here, a little flare to shallow right. Loop one in, that would work.
Swing and a miss, strike three, and that'll end the inning. So Ventura finds a way out of it. To the eighth, 0-0.
There's so many details that go into building an asymmetric surfboard. Designing things for myself at first was really an exciting thing. But watching somebody else ride something I made, I mean, that's really where it's at. There are lots of ways, you know, to refresh the world, but in the end, I just want to give people something they can enjoy.
Some things are not what they appear to be. Other things are exactly what they appear to be. The Lexus IS, as aggressive as it looks. Lease the 2015 IS 250 for $352 a month for 36 months. See your Lexus dealer.
Bring luxury to your home with help from My Family's store, Sherlock's Carpet and Tile. If you've been waiting to upgrade your carpet, wait no longer. It's National Kerosene Month. Come in and take advantage of up to $1,000 in rebates. From traditional to contemporary, America's best carpet brings quality, beauty, and elegance to any interior setting. Let us help you upgrade the home of your dreams with Kerosene carpets. Come celebrate Sherlock's 40th anniversary and live beautifully.
As promised earlier, we have selected the Data Strong fan photo of the game. It's hashtag Northside Data Strong fan. Send a picture there, and you just may see yourself in an upcoming telecast brought to you by T-Mobile. Here's the collision again. It's a bad one. He did get carted off. I guess he waved to the crowd. The board just knew it.
I couldn't tell, but it looked like he lost consciousness there.
2 outs, bases loaded for the Pirates in the bottom of the 7th. So here we go. Cahill to Escobar. 8th inning. Swing and a miss. That seemed to be a premeditated swing, didn't it?
Sitting dead red, going to try to get out in front of one and hit one out of the ballpark or jack one into the corner.
Inside and in the dirt.
Morales is out on deck.
That's a strike. Good to see Dale Swain back here at Wrigley Field, former Cubs manager, the hitting coach of the Royals. Reunited with Ned Yost. They were on the same staff in Milwaukee. And Ned was the manager, and actually Dale replaced Yost with 12 games to go, and the Brewers were a playoff team in 2008. Hit hard and foul by about a foot. So the Royals, the second team ever to improve their record in 6 consecutive seasons. The Philadelphia Athletics, 1919-25 did it. Second strikeout for Cahill.
And keeping with the theme, he goes to the changeup to get Escobar.
They've been incredibly consistent this year. You referenced it off the top. This has been their worst month, 10 and 15 so far in September. Here's the switch hitting Morales.
Well, Royals doing something here they rarely do, and that being pinch hit. They've only had 30 pinch hit at bats all year. So while Ned likes to wheel and deal with that bullpen, once he sets his lineup and doesn't make many changes.
Well, maybe the Cubs can be the 2015 version of last year's Kansas City Royals. The one difference, Cubs will probably be on the road in the wild card game. That was a wild affair, wasn't it? They beat the A's 9-8 and 12, and then they just swept on through the American League. Beat the Angels, beat the Orioles, and then an epic World Series, went to 7 games. 1-0 on Morales. Key off-season signing. 2 years, $17 million plus a mutual option. Last year he didn't sign with the Twins until June after being a compensation-free agent. And put up pedestrian numbers, got traded to Seattle. A week ago Sunday in Detroit, he went 4 for 4 with 3 home runs. Added a triple and a walk. 15 total bases.
A switch hitter, 298 from the right side, 287 as a left-handed batter. 17 home runs from this side of the plate.
3-1.
A little less than 100 more at bats as a left-handed hitter than a righty.
Hits it really hard on a hop, kicks right to Russell.
Plan your spring travel to Sloan Park in Mesa with Cubs destinations. Spring training packages include game tickets, hotel accommodations. Oh, that's a different read. Well, how about Cubs Authentics? It's the premier outlet for all MLB authenticated Cubs memorabilia. We went the whole year and just made our first mistake.
That was a good audible. That was Peyton Manning like.
Omaha. Somewhere in middle America. That's where the Royals AAA club was for the longest time. I believe it's still there.
Let me look now.
Yeah, well, I was going to look, but I won't race you. I'll trust you.
2 strikes on Zobrist. Yeah, Omaha. Swing and a miss. So they have had an affiliation with Omaha the entire time they've existed. No score late.
This is the Ford F-150, the only pickup with a high-strength military-grade aluminum alloy body bolted to a high-strength steel frame. It's also a wake-up call for every full-size pickup in its class. No body rust, most towing, best payload, highest gas mileage. This is the Ford F-150, and every other truck is history.
Now get 0% financing for 72 months on a new 2015 Ford F-150. The future of tough.
Hi, I'm Andrew Luck, and I have NFL Sunday Ticket. It lets you watch every single NFL game live, Sunday afternoon, from start to finish, all in HD. Makes your place the place to be on game day.
Without Sunday Ticket, you can't get all those games, so you can spend Sundays playing hide and seek with your cats.
Meow.
Or are you Mr. Jaffer?
Going to find you. Don't be like this, me. Upgrade to NFL Sunday Ticket, only on DirecTV. Call 1-800-GET-SPORTS.
Attention Xarelto users. Have you or a loved one taken the blood thinner Xarelto and then suffered internal bleeding resulting in hospitalization or death? Xarelto has no specific antidote for uncontrolled bleeding approved by the FDA. This may make an uncontrolled bleed or hemorrhage a serious medical problem. If you or a loved one has taken Xarelto and suffered an injury involving hospitalization or death, call right now.
Call 1-800-363-9018. That's 1-800-363-9018.
Cubs Reds tomorrow at 6 on CSN.
Hi, I'm David Kaplan at Comcast Sportsnet Studios with another Sportsnet Central update. Nationals suspended closer Jonathan Papelbon for 4 games for his dugout altercation with Bryce Harper on Sunday. Team also announced Papelbon is dropping his appeal of a 3-game MLB suspension, which means he is done for the season. Stay tuned after the final out. Todd Hollingsworth joins me on the postgame show. By the way, Leonard JD, Aaron Rodgers just threw another touchdown pass. Let's go back to Rick.
I guess a reminder to never tell Cap that you didn't start him, huh?
Well, I felt like I would, he's going to have even more incentive going forward because he got benched this week.
Right. The Elgin Toyota upcoming schedule. Looks like that'll be 7 o'clock Central, not official. Looks like that on Wednesday the 7th. We're not quite sure just yet, but the Cubs will be in that game.
Well, Herrera, in a very important part of this Royal bullpen. Boy, he's been tough to hit. 48 hits in 66 2/3 innings. Lefty's just 157. Not a real big dude, like 5'10", solidly built, and throws real hard. Upwards of 100 miles an hour.
One on Montero, hit in the air to left. Gordon one-hands it. The Pirates have loaded the bases in 4 of their 7 innings on offense tonight. Still nothing in the 8th. Toronto a winner, 4-3 at Baltimore. So the Royals will have to win to remain tied. But again, they need to finish a game ahead of the Jays to hold home field over them.
So this American League, Yankees are pretty well settled, right? If they don't run down Toronto, and they're probably not going to do that. But they'll claim one of the wild cards. The West is where all the fun is, right? Rangers 2.5 games better than the Astros. The Angels just a half game behind Houston. So both those clubs, all 3 of those clubs in play for the division and the other wild card spot. And the Twins are right there too.
Soler pops it up, back of second. Just into the outfield green is Escobar.
It would be kind of fun if 3 of those clubs all ended up with identical records. It could be a play-in to get to the play-in to get to the play-in. For a good while, it seemed like the Astros had a pretty good claim on that division, but the Rangers have been much better of late. Astros can't win on the road.
Ball 1 on Russell. Jerry DiPoto is the new GM of the Mariners. So he stays in the division. Stepped down with the Angels a few months ago. It'll be fun when the Angels and Mariners get together. Dipoto and Mike Scioscia have to be asked questions about each other.
Yep.
Strike called, 2-1. We're in the bottom of the 8th. Still waiting for that first run. Kelvin Herrera to the plate. We're going to go to the 9th inning in a scoreless tie. Royals and Cubs interleague play. Makeup of May 30th, and the pitchers have dominated.
Aruba, Jamaica. Now we can actually take it.
To Costa Rica, Bahamas. Come on, pretty mama.
Belize, Puerto Rico. People, why don't we go down to Mexico?
We'll get there fast, and you can take it slow. Anywhere you want to go. All the way down to Dominican Republic.
Nice hit.
Southwest is bringing our low fares to tropical destinations. Book now at southwest.com.
Oh. Heads up, that calls for a toast. Benny's is the official champagne provider of the Chicago Cubs. If you can't find it at Benny's, it's probably not worth drinking.
The Honda for You sales event is happening now, and you could get a great deal on a 2015 Honda Civic. Our best Civic yet was named a KBB.com Best Buy and is the best-selling car in its class. The Civic is also loaded with standard features. So hurry into your Honda dealer today, and you could get a great deal on a 2015 Civic during the Honda for You sales event.
Your Cubs are chasing history, and CSN has more games than anywhere else. Watch them cap off an electrifying year with one final playoff push. Don't miss the drama and the drive for this second season in the hunt for October. Now playing on CSN Chicago.
Hey fans, CSN has the most Bears coverage in town tomorrow night. Go up close with Bears safety Antrell Roll. Get his reaction to yesterday's setback in Seattle, as well as a look ahead to Week 4 against Oakland. Don't miss the Antrell Roll show tomorrow night at 11 on CSN Chicago. Raiders are 2-1, aren't they?
I think they might be.
Wow. Chris Bryant's on the move again. Goes to right. Austin Jackson's now playing center.
Clayton Richard is now playing pitcher.
Yeah, why don't we ever say that? Playing pitcher.
He's played it 21 times already this year, and he's 4-2 with a 3.86 ERA.
You ever tell people you were a baseball player, or you say you were a pitcher?
Usually pitcher.
One ball, no strikes on Gordon. Four first names battling: Clayton, Richard, Alex Gordon. 2-0. Nice work by Trevor Cahill tonight. I mentioned the Royals, the contact team. They have struck out 12 times.
Yeah.
Schwarber makes the catch.
The lowest strikeout rate in baseball. A lot of swings and misses tonight. That's going to be it for Clayton Richard. One-third inning of quality work.
Should have said to Joe, I'm gassed. Skip.
Where you been, man?
Here comes Hector Rondon.
My name is Renee Ward.
Tony Orlando.
And this is my mailbox confession. I sell beauty products.
I am a CPA.
I sell fitness equipment. Shh, just between you and me. I don't want the competition to know my secret.
You've got to have an address, and this is mine. The packing, the shipping.
It's local.
Mailbox, paperwork.
The UPS store. It's a miracle.
I confess, I don't know what I'd do without you.
Real small business owners count on the UPS store.
Wow, Bears season was incredible, but it was absolutely freezing. So Wrigleyville Sports helped me warm up for Bulls season. They were on fire all year long. Then came the Blackhawks, and they got hot too. But now the boys of summer are back, and it's time to head to the South Side. On second thought, it's a perfect day to get some sun in the bleachers.
There's so many details that go into building an asymmetric surfboard. Designing things for myself at first was really an exciting thing. But watching somebody else ride something I made, I mean, that's really where it's at. There are lots of ways, to refresh the world, but in the end, I just want to give people something they can enjoy.
Here's Hector Rondon. He'll face Lorenzo Cain and Eric Hosmer.
Hector, 27 years of age, pitching for the 70th time. He's got a 1.74 ERA. He's converted 28 out of 32 save chances. Hasn't had one in a while. September 11th is when he picked up save number 28. It's obviously not a safe situation. We're in a tie ball game. Nobody's on base.
Save the tie. Swinging strike. Cain shaking his head. Bounce past La Stella. Russell sets, gets rid of it quickly. Safe at first. Cain runs very well.
Yeah, tall order to get Cain from the hole with his speed, but it was pretty close there at first base. Heck of a play by Addison Russell. Leans back, slings it across the infield. Cain just beat it. Cain has stole 28 bases. He's been caught 6 times.
Hosmer has not put a ball in play. A walk, 2 strikeouts. Wide for ball 1. Over Coughlin, it's foul. Did we start an hour later than the Cardinals Pirates? We're in the 8th. Scoreless. We're in the 9th. 0-0.
Well, you mentioned all those opportunities the Pirates had leaving the bases loaded. There haven't been many opportunities for either club in this ball game. Worth a check on Cain. Hosmer, as I mentioned earlier in the ball game, a guy who hits the ball on the ground a lot. And oftentimes hits it hard, so if he hits it in the right spot, that could turn into an easy double play. Because of his propensity to pull the ball, Castro is not playing straight double play depth. He's playing a little further off the bag than you normally would.
Cain at first, 1 out. The throw. He's got 28 steals. vibe in the ballpark. This has been the case the last 10 days. Out, he got him. You're right. Rondon picked off Lorenzo Cain. 2 outs. Nobody on now.
You could tell by his body language he was planning on running here, leaning, and perfectly timed by Rondon.
So back to the windup. 2-1 on Hosmer. Here it is. It's a strike. 2-2. In the air, left field. Schwarber makes the grab. We'll go to the bottom of the 9th. Cubs with a chance to win it. Just 1 run, 1 measly tally is all they need.
The Honda for You sales event is happening now, and you could get a great deal on a 2015 Honda Accord. The Accord is the best-selling midsize car in America, which makes sense because it's also the best value. And the Accord is loaded with standard features. So hurry into your Honda dealer today, and you could get a great deal on a 2015 Accord during the Honda for You sales event.
There are measures we can offer. Other agents in the field.
I work alone.
Okay, what's it gonna take?
I want a guarantee.
He wants the card.
I'm in.
He's good.
Drop my phone.
A pitcher who can paint the corners is known as a Rembrandt. At GMC, we get why people love that kind of precision. After all, in everything we build, that's exactly what we deliver. This is precision. This is GMC.
Now pay no interest for 5 years. Plus get $3,000 purchase cash on select 2015 Sierra Crew Cab SLT models in stock the longest.
So we go to the bottom of the 9th in a scoreless tie. Maybe this will jog your memory, JD. May 31st, throwback day. The Whales and the Packers, remember?
Yeah, well, that's why I didn't remember earlier, because it was the Whales. And the Mud Rossi.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Jonathan Herrera with the bubblegum bucket on his head. It might have been the first time that he broke that out.
Here's right-hander Luke Hochevar.
Hochevar has found a home in the Royal bullpen the last couple of years after being a starter and did not have a lot of success as a starting pitcher. He's been pretty solid out of the pen.
Strike on Kyle Schwarber.
Made that transition in 2013. We had that graphic up earlier of all the homegrown talent. Oh, Hochevar, another one, was a #1 overall pick by the Royals back in 06.
Had some injury problems.
Cutter, he's going to go heater, cutter, curveball.
Tommy John surgery last year. #1 pick in the 06 draft. 1-2. Debuted in 07 with the Royals. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Jackson, with his first plate appearance, just came into play center.
And cheat him a little bit the other way in the outfield. Some room to operate in left center. So Kane shallow and more towards right. The luxury the Royals have, because Gordon is so talented out there in left field. They could have Kane play an aggressive off-field shift and feel comfortable with Gordon's ability to run him down out there in left, cover more ground than the average left fielder.
1-1. 2 balls and a strike. Hochevar 6'5", 225, 32 years old.
A lot of playing time for Jackson. Still looking for his first home run in a Cub uniform.
Three and one. As Coghlan waits on deck. Hochevar ever wants to start again, but when you look at his career splits, 544 as a starter, 256 as a reliever. It's like he has found his role.
Yeah, and maybe got pushed a little too quickly. 06 draft pick in the big leagues, at least for a cup of coffee in 07.
It was 3-2 to Jackson. Is hit in the air, foul, and out of play. Center field, right to Kane.
Well positioned to track down that solid line drive by Jackson.
Hochevar to Coghlan. It's a strike.
Two teams with identical records. They split the first 2 games they played this year, and here they are tied 0-0, 2 outs, bottom of the 9th. You could argue that they're very evenly matched.
For sure. Cardinals now have a lead. 1-0 in Pittsburgh. 3-game lead for the Cards going into that 3-game series. One and two. First pitch went Coghlan's way. Cardinals got that run off Mark Melancon.
If the Cardinals hang on, they will open up a 4-game lead over Pittsburgh.
Go-ahead run scored on a Gregory Polanco error. 1-2. Popped him up. Foul ground, and we have extras. Hosmer's got it to the 10th. Cubs nothing, Royals nothing.
Update your home with a Larson Storm Door from Menards. The Lakeview Collection by Larson is on sale. This Lakeview full view door with self-storing screen is available in 7 colors, only $249. Choose from 4 handle set finishes sold separately. Mastercraft is the only name to note for quality interior and exterior doors. This 6-panel steel exterior door has a fully insulated core and composite no-rot sill. It's Energy Star rated and only $139.
Save big money at Menards.
We try to stay directly within the Fields Auto Group. Fields has a wonderful reputation.
I'm Dan Fields of the Fields Auto Group. We simply treat people the way we want to be treated.
They're as invested in me as I am in them, and that makes a huge difference. It makes me come back.
It includes our free loaners, free car washes, and cafes. It's all part of the Fields Matters program.
And now, during the Jeep Celebration event and the Chrysler Anniversary Celebration, get 0% APR financing for 75 months and a $1,000 rebate on new 2015 Jeep Cherokees.
With a new Joe, a new team, a new state of mind, this just might be your year, Cubs fans. And to celebrate, we've upped our Twitter game, and you should too. We're stacked with game time updates, fast fan reactions, instant scores, and exclusives from insider Patrick Mooney. Share all your own favorite boys in blue moments with @CSN Cubs. And we'll keep an eye out.
Extra innings are presented by Jack Link's Beef Jerky all season long. Jack Link's Beef Jerky. Feed your wild side. 10th inning. Pedro Strop.
74th time for Strop, 4th time on this homestand. And he's pitched to a 3.05 ERA. Mustakas, Perez, Rios do up here for the Royals in the top of the 10th.
So through 9 innings, 6 hits combined, 3 walks, 19 strikeouts. Royals 0 for 3 with men in scoring position. The Cubs 0 for 2. So just not too many chances. Right to left. Strop to Mustakas. Slow breaking ball strike. Oh, 2.
Mustakas to pull on the infield, but more straight up in the outfield. That's the profile. He shoots the ball the other way a fair bit. One of the few guys who's not punched out yet in this ball game.
Center, Jackson. And Bryant will peel off. Blue Jays a winner, as we mentioned earlier tonight. Cardinals now lead 3-0. Mark Reynolds 2-run homer. So they're in good shape to win their 99th.
Yeah, that'll pretty much close the door on the Pirates.
Yeah, it would be 4 back with what?
Cardinals would have 5 to go and the Pirates 6, I think.
No, they played the same.
Both have 5 left.
One strike on the catcher Perez. The Cubs with a combined 2-hit shutout last night. That was Arrieta and Wood. And tonight, a combined 4-hitter. The problem is they don't have a run. Swing and a miss. Cubs 12-5 in extras. Royals 9-5.
The Toronto Ball Club. There comes a quick pitch. Toronto has outscored their opponent by 223 runs, by far the largest margin in baseball.
Yeah, so their run differential per game is 1.4. They're the only team in baseball to be outscoring their opponents by at least a run. In terms of extra innings and one-run games and all that stuff, you'd rather be better than not in those situations, but the Cubs 12-5 record, second only to the White Sox, 13-4 in extra innings. And the White Sox are 10 under overall. 2 outs as Stroh picks up his first punch out. Now Rios.
Yeah, I don't know that there's any way to quantify to place a value on that, to say that you win more extra inning games because you have a really good bullpen or anything like that. The bullpen may be why you're in the extra inning game to begin with. Maybe they coughed up a lead late.
The Atlanta Braves are 62-94. Care to take a guess what their one-run record is? 27-18.
Yeah.
Toronto in one-run games, 14-27.
Yeah.
They just blow people out. Could not hold. 2-2. Escobar on deck. What they call old ballparks like this, baseball cathedrals. And there's not a lot of kneeling, but there's a lot of standing and sitting.
A lot of praying.
And a lot of praying, yeah.
I dare say there's going to be a little bit of a change in atmosphere when we head to Cincinnati tomorrow. Won't be a whole lot of buzz in the ballpark. There may be a fair number of Cub fans there, however.
Yeah, I would think so. They walked him. So Stroh lets Rios get away. Here comes Escobar.
Now you get to this point and into the final days of the season, you know what's coming in terms of that wild card game. So every game has value. You're trying to win every game, but now you're Joe Madden. You back off the gas pedal a little bit. Maybe you get your starter out a little bit sooner. You're not going to see guys like Strope and Rondon work 3 days in a row. And he tries to stay away from that anyway.
Oh, I said a combined one-hitter last night for Arrieta and Wood. Only 4 Kansas City hits tonight. Cubs only have 2 themselves. Bounce to La Stella. He'll take the shorter throw. That's Castro at second, covering, and the Cubs will bat in the bottom of the 10th. Still 0-0.
Jack Link's Jerky presents Hangry Moments.
What's your kitty's name?
It's a puma. Thank you.
Jack Link's Jerky, the protein-packed way to feed your wild side.
There's so many details that go into building an asymmetric surfboard. Designing things for myself at first was really an exciting thing. But watching somebody else ride something I made, I mean, that's really where it's at. There are lots of ways, to refresh the world, but in the end, I just want to give people something they can enjoy.
A pitcher who can paint the corners is known as a Rembrandt. At GMC, we get why people love that kind of precision. After all, in everything we build, that's exactly what we deliver. This is precision. This is GMC.
Now pay no interest for 5 years. Plus get $3,000 purchase cash on select 2015 Sierra Crew Cab SLT models in stock the longest.
Well, we head to the bottom of the 10th. Still nobody has crossed home plate. The newborn fan club is the perfect gift to showcase what it means to be a Cub for life. Receive a customized photo of the Wrigley Field marquee, a Cubs birth certificate, baby stocking cap, and a Rookie of the Year onesie. Visit Cubs.com/kids today.
Veteran right-hander Ryan Madsen.
Well, it's been a successful return to the big leagues for the big righty. Missed all kinds of time with arm issues. Various ailments have kept him out of action. This is his first big league time this year since 2011. Long successful run with the Phillies. And a solid year this year. 1-2, 2.24 the ERA. He's on for the 66th time. If a pitch could sponsor a ball game, tonight's game would be brought to you by the changeup. It's been a big part of it here tonight, and this guy features a changeup as well.
Bryant swings and misses.
Kind of has that stiff arm over the top, Iron Mike delivery like the old pitching machines. It goes four-seam fastball up, and then he comes from the same exact spot with that straight change, and it could be really difficult for the hitter.
First time back in the big leagues this year for Madsen since 2011. Did not pitch at all professionally last year. Tommy John surgery in 2012. Got injured in spring training after signing with the Reds. One and two. He's 35. He's throwing 97. Long-time Philly.
See the changeup? Perfectly executed. Shows in the zone, stays on the plate, dips down below the knees.
Strike on La Stella. Kick in the pitch, swing and a miss, 1-2. He strikes out. Vanishing changeup. 2 strikeouts for Madsen.
You think about Madsen's changeup, then Cole Hamels, a longtime starter with the Phillies, now with the Rangers. He had such a devastating changeup, and you wonder how much influence Johnny Padres had, longtime pitching coach in Philadelphia. Pods, man, that was his pitch.
Ball, no strikes on Starlin Castro. 10th inning, no score. Cubs had 2 on, nobody out in the 7th. Their best chance. And Donald Ventura got out of it. On the ground in the left. 2-out single for Castro.
For Castro tonight. Hit the ball hard. Back in the 5th. Struck out last time. Single here, and Barry's going to run for him. Pitcher spot due up after Montero. See what Joe has in mind in terms of a pinch hitter. Remember, Anthony Rizzo didn't start. He's available.
There's Montero. Let's see if Barry's thinking about going. He looks runner-ish, and Madsen will throw over.
Madsen, because of that change of pace, very good against left-handed hitters. They're only hitting 198 against them.
Rizzo on deck.
Barry was caught stealing here the other day. It was the first time in his big league career that had happened. He was 25 out of 25.
Him what he does to get loose as a pinch runner, especially in the tight quarters of the Cubs clubhouse. He says he jumps rope. There's some stretches, but not really a clubhouse conducive to doing sprints, is it?
No, not a whole lot of room in there.
One strike on the Cubs catcher. Barry not running, and called strike 2.
Would have been a skosh high. We'll normally see that one called a strike.
That is a letter high strike. Yep.
Look at Perez pulls it down about 6 inches.
Been in.
Question that Madsen has, does he double up fastball in, or does he go with the changeup here?
He was leaning that time, but he got back. Hosmer wants Ned Yost to take a look.
Similar to the Kane pickoff earlier. Looks like he got back.
Cardinals a winner. They've got their magic number down to 2. So one more win in that series in Pittsburgh, and they take the division.
It's interesting. Phil Cuzzy stepped out, called timeout, and Madsen broke his hands, and Barry broke as if he was going to steal second base. As you said, he is looking runnerish.
Swing and a miss. Change up. Kryptonite for the Cubs hitters here in the 10th inning against Ryan Madsen.
Jack Link's Jerky presents Hangry Moments.
So that's the vendor request form. We got a few changes from last year. It's the second time this week, Dan.
I'm doing the best I can, Pete.
Jack Link's Jerky, the protein-packed way to feed your wild side.
Wow, Bear season was incredible, but it was absolutely freezing. So Wrigleyville Sports helped me warm up for Bull season. They were on fire all year long. Then came the Blackhawks, and they got hot too. But now the boys of summer are back, and it's time to head to the south side. On second thought, it's a perfect day to get some sun in the bleachers.
There's so many details that go into building an asymmetric surfboard. Designing things for myself at first was really an exciting thing. But watching somebody else ride something I made, I mean, that's really where it's at. There are lots of ways, to refresh the world, but in the end, I just want to give people something they can enjoy.
Still nothing, top of the 11th inning. And the Where's Chris game continues. He's now at third base. Estella now playing second. Let's see. Quentin Barry is in center, and Fernando Rodney is pitching. So for Bryant, first, center, right, third.
Yeah, a lot of times late in the year like this, teams are out of contention and games don't have as much meaning. You might see a player play all 9 positions. It's happened a few times in big league history. Bryant might get there tonight by roaming around.
Jackson's in right as well, so I think that's it for the changes. Left to right, Schwarber, Barry, Jackson. Third to first, Bryant, Russell, LaStella, Coughlin. And the battery, Montero back of the plate with Rodney on the mound. Christian Colon off the bench here in the 11th. Madsen spot.
keeping with the theme, Rodney's best pitch, the changeup.
One and one.
The changeup obviously more effective when you can light up the radar gun as well, and he can do that too.
Cup cranking it up. 1-2 on Cologne. Zobrist on deck. Cologne in his 62nd major league game tonight. 4th overall pick, 2010 draft. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Miguel Almonte in the Royals bullpen.
Time for a cool change. Never got there. Well, it eventually got there. Just a little later than Cologne anticipated.
Zobrist from Eureka, Illinois. Ronald Reagan went to college there, Eureka. Zobrist went to Olivet Nazarene University in Bourbonnais and then Dallas Baptist University. We got him from Oakland on July the 28th after being sent to the A's in January by Tampa Bay.
Don't you have to say Eureka every time you drive through there? When people ask him where he was born, Eureka!
Slightly chokes up on the bat. Switch hitter. And 1-2.
Originally an Astro farmhand.
He's had a nice career. 10th season, 2-time All-Star. Plays everywhere. He bounces to Bryant. Zobrist 0 for 5 from that leadoff spot. 2 outs. It's Alex Gordon.
Good news on the Jake Arrieta for Cy Young campaign front. Zach Greinke has given up 2 runs tonight. Early, the Giants lead the Dodgers 2-0. They're in the 2nd inning.
I think if Greinke is simply human in his last couple of starts, Jake's got a very good shot. Clayton Kershaw in the mix. Those guys will all finish in the top 3, right?
Yeah.
The order.
Yeah, and I think right now I think it's Jake's would be my best guess.
Hit hard, knocked down by Rodney. Does he have time to recover? He does. The ball was hit really hard by Gordon. Nice
Shoot the
play.
arrow.
Yeah.
Shoot the arrow.
Come on, Fernando. Thinking about it. Still scoreless.
The Honda for You sales event is happening now, and you could get a great deal on a 2015 Honda Accord. The Accord is the best-selling midsize car in America, which makes sense because it's also the best value. And the Accord is loaded with standard features. So hurry into your Honda dealer today, and you could get a great deal on a 2015 Accord during the Honda for You sales event.
There are measures we can offer. Other agents in the field?
I work alone.
Okay, what's it gonna take?
I want a guarantee.
He wants the card.
I'm in.
He's good.
Drop my phone.
A pitcher who can paint the corners is known as a Rembrandt. At GMC, we get why people love that kind of precision. After all, in everything we build, that's exactly what we deliver. This is precision. This is GMC.
Now pay no interest for 5 years. Plus get $3,000 purchase cash on select 2015 Sierra Crew Cab SLT models in stock the longest.
Not many chances tonight. Bottom of the 11th. 7 hits combined. And the Cubs with a chance to walk off a winner. Miguel Almonte here in the 11th.
Yeah, this is interesting. Almonte, just the 9th big league game he will appear in. And not pitched above A ball prior to this year. This year split time between AA and AAA as a starting pitcher primarily. Exclusively a starter at AA, and then at AAA made 6 starts, 5 relief appearances, all out of the pen since joining the Royals. And just 22 years of age.
6'2", 180 as he faces pitch batter Chris Denorfia. Driven deep to left. Ball game over. Cubs win. Cubs win. Chris Denorfia with a rocket.
How sweet is that for Chris Denorfia? Has not had too many chances of late, but he delivers the walk-off. What a way to end the final regular season home game of the year. Walk-off home run for Chris Denorfia. A no-doubter for your Ford home run replay. Man, did he tie into that one.
Any little doubt about it off the bat. Well, the Cubs within 3.5 of getting home field advantage.
Not the most hospitable welcome to Wrigley Field for that young right-hander. One pitch, sucks up an L.
If the Cubs finished tied with the Pirates for the wild card, they would host. They won the season series. And let's go down to the field. Kelly Krall standing by with a hero.
Thanks a lot, guys. Well, it seems fitting that a walk-off would be the way this team would wrap up the regular season in front of their home fans.
Yeah, what a great night. You know, just great pitching all around, both sides. The anticipation of that was worse. That was like 2 seconds.
I gave you the heads up. I mean, I moved out of the way and everything. Well, what do you, there at the end of that first pitch, you were swinging. What'd you see?
Yeah, I know he's going to try to get ahead right there, and I got a fastball in the middle, so I put a good swing on it, and now we can go on this last road trip and hopefully wrap up this season in style.
Keep things rolling. Chris, thank you so much.
All right, thanks.
There you guys go. Chris Denorfia, the hero tonight. Cubs win it 1-0.
About 11 innings, Kelly. 2 hours, 49 minutes. JD, we were on pace. What was it, 51 minutes?
Yeah, 1919, a 51-minute game, the fastest 9-inning game in baseball history. Has that kind of game. The pitching outstanding here tonight. You had the feeling somebody's going to knock one out of this ballpark, and Chris Denorfia was the man tonight.
Cubs finish the home schedule 49-32, and they hope they're not done yet here at Wrigley Field. Our Binny's Beverage Depot toast of the game. First pitch of the inning. Norfield leaves the yard, and the Cubs win in extras.
I seem to recall Chris getting mugged out there in the middle of the infield earlier this year on a walk-off base hit. This time it's a long ball. Yeah, Kelly backs out of the shot. It's kind of like in the Western when the guy steps in, he pokes his head out of the saloon, then carefully walks back in because he knows something bad is about to go down.
Hey, great work by our entire Comcast Sportsnet home crew. We've had a blast. We always have fun, but it's always more fun when you win like the Cubs have at home this year. So, your final score, once again, in 11 innings, Cubs 1 and the Royals nothing. We're back with you tomorrow, 6 o'clock. The Cubs and the Reds from Cincinnati to start the final road trip. For JD and our entire wonderful crew here at Wrigley Field, I'm Len Casper, inviting you to stay tuned. Blue Cross Blue Shield Cubs Postgame Live is next.
Holly's teaching baseball here in the studio. I'm David Kaplan. He's Todd Hollingsworth. Cubs get it done in their final regular season home game. We'll wait and see if there's more home baseball in the cards, so to speak. Good win tonight.
Well, great win. Great pitching. Has that getaway day feel to it, no doubt about it. The Royals come into town, the Cubs leaving town. This gets added to the schedule, and both these teams have great pitching, and you got to see it again tonight. Everybody getting after it, keeping the ball down in the zone, and you wait for Chris Norfield to get up there and get that first pitch. I was just telling you, as a pinch hitter, you kind of wait for that moment from about the 5th inning on. When am I going to get into the ball game? When am I going to get a chance to make a difference in this ball game? Chris didn't wait long. First pitch, jumps on it, and changes the course of the game.
There you go. You know all about that role. We'll talk about that. We'll hear from Joe Madden. We'll play some highlights for you and have some fun. It's our Blue Cross Blue Shield Cubs Postgame Live, and it is next.
Take care of tough projects with Remington Tools from Menards. This 16-inch electric chainsaw features a 12-amp motor, an automatic chain oiler, and a full wraparound handle. Just $59.99. Get quality at a great price with Geldwin windows and patio doors. They come in over 1 million size and style combinations, including Energy Star rated models. Right now, all special order windows and patio doors are 10% off.
Save big money at Menards.
Worked for Jimmy John's for 6 years. I'm an opening/training manager. I hired this joke in January.
And she never regretted it.
I taught this guy everything he knows.
Yeah, but I'm still faster.
Faster, my butt. Every now and again, I like to think that people can catch up to my speed.
I got faster than Amber in like 2 months.
His mouth got a little bit faster. When you get trained by the best, you become the best. I absolutely love making sandwiches, and I love working with people. Just getting to do that every day is by far the best part of my job.
There's so many details that go into building an asymmetric surfboard. Designing things for myself at first was really an exciting thing. But watching somebody else ride something I made, that's really where it's at. There are lots of ways, to refresh the world, but in the end, I just want to give people something they can enjoy.
A pitcher who can paint the corners is known as a Rembrandt. At GMC, we get why people love that kind of precision. After all, in everything we build, that's exactly what we deliver. This is precision. This is GMC.
Now pay no interest for 5 years. Plus get $3,000 purchase cash on select 2015 Sierra Crew Cab SLT models in stock the longest.
Cubs baseball on Comcast Sportsnet is brought to you in part by Southwest Airlines. Book your low fare now at southwest.com. Your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Honda dealers, as reliable as the cars themselves. Xfinity, your home for the most live sports. Audi, truth in engineering. Menards. Save big money at Menards. And by Toyota. See where Toyota takes you. Test drive one at your Toyota dealer. Toyota. Let's go places. This is Blue Cross Blue Shield Cubs postgame live.
Batter Chris DeNorfia. Driven deep to left. Ball game over. Cubs win. Cubs win. Chris DeNorfia.
Cubs get it done in extras. 1-4-0. Just a little bit better than 0-4-0. Cubs improved to 91-65. Royals fall to 90-66. What a ball game. And Chris DeNorfia pinch hit walk-off game-winning home run. Alongside Todd Hollingsworth, 96 National League Rookie of the Year, I'm David Kaplan. Everything brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. The pitching tonight on both sides. Outstanding. Yordano Ventura for the Royals, Kyle Hendricks for the Cubs. That was good to see.
Well, it was. I mean, both guys really did pitch at the bottom of the zone very, very effectively, factoring in that, you know, Ventura's a 98, 99 mile-an-hour fastball type of guy. He knows that this Cubs team can square up a fastball, and what you saw him do today is mixing that slider, mixing that changeup, particularly down in the zone. When he missed down. He did not leave anything out for any damage to be done. Really, you think back to I think it was the first inning, Chris Bryant's deep drive to center field was the extent of it, and that's it. Kyle Hendricks on the flip side, just as good, absolutely outstanding, keeping the ball down in the strike zone. The bullpen does its job. Not a whole lot of offense to talk about outside of the DeNorfia homer.
Well, let's check out our Sports Authority play of the game. Bottom of the 11th. Chris DeNorfia, we can't see this too many times, sends the Wrigley Field fans home happy. Watch them raise their arm in the background. They know that ball's deep into the Wrigley night. Cubs win 1-0. Their 13th walk-off win of the season. That is by far #1 in all of Major League Baseball.
Well, you know, there's not too many guys that I played with that are still hanging around. CD, you're one of those guys. He's got a knack for jumping on that first pitch fastball. Great hitter, great approach. You heard him talk about it in the postgame. What was I looking for right there? I'm looking for a first pitch fastball to jump on, to get us going, to jump start it. Now, you're not ideally looking for a home run. You're going to take it, don't get me wrong, but you're looking to square up a fastball right there in that situation. Young pitcher finally into the game. If you kind of look at how this game was playing out from both sides, both managers using the vets, the go-to guys in the 8th, the 9th, the 10th innings, the guys that have gotten it done for them all season long. And then you finally got to that point where, up here comes the rook. We're going to get the rook in the game, Amante, and then he gets that fastball right down the middle of the plate.
That is also his second walk-off winner of the season for the Cubs. Back on June the 23rd in that memorable scene where they were carrying him around the pitcher's mound, he had a walk-off sac fly to give the Cubs a victory. That was also a 1-0 game. Time for our Cholula Hot Sauce pitching recap. Let's take a look at the numbers. Both guys were splendid tonight. 7 innings for Yordano Ventura. 2 hits, nary a run, 6-1 strikeout to walk. And Kyle Hendricks, about as good. 6 innings, 2 hits, nary a run, 9 Ks, and 2 walks.
Well, Hendricks, absolutely outstanding. Again, this is a very, very good Royals lineup. This is where the Royals story has changed from last year to this year. They can play. They can swing the bats. They can score some runs. Now, they don't hit for a lot of power. Part of that's the ballpark they play in, but these guys it's a talented group of hitters that work together. Lorenzo Cain and Hosmer and Moustakas and Gordon. I mean, these guys have been getting it done all season long. That tells you how good Kyle was tonight. For me, statement game. 9 strikeouts over 6 dominant innings. Only 2 hits allowed. Everything, for the most part, down in the zone. They struggle with his changeup all night long. That's what I love. I love to see it when he's bottoming out that changeup, working that 2-seamer in there. There you go. There's a good changeup right there for you. The 2-seamer to both corners. He had it going on. Easily one of the most impressive starts Kyle has made here in the second half. So great time to have it. His roster and, you know, playoff talk is happening. You're starting to figure out what maybe the back end of that rotation is ultimately going to look like. I'll tell you what, Kyle's been good the last couple times out. Hard to dismiss that and say, maybe we give him a start.
All right, so let's assume, big leap, that they win the wild card game. They get to play, looks like maybe the Cardinals after they beat the Pirates tonight in the NLDS. You go John Lester game 1 because Arrieta would have pitched the wild card game. Who do you start game 2? Hamill, Hendricks?
I think in my mind I probably go with Jason, but it's a very, very short leash. I think it's what you would probably call a bullpen day. That's where I would go at first. I mean, Jason's stuff was still there. It's just the consistency has been the issue for me. Kyle's been outstanding. To me, I probably lean on the seasoned veteran in that situation right there. But again, as I said, a very short leash. It would probably feel like a bullpen day. I'm not talking 5 or 6 innings. I'm talking maybe one time through the lineup, see where he's at. But as soon as the teetering starts, because again, we talked about him before, Jason has his issues there in the first and the fifth innings at times. If there's any kind of teetering going on, you thought how quick it was his last start, he's out of there.
It might be interesting because Kyle Hendricks was certainly very, very good tonight. Let's take a look at the Cubs' bullpen performance tonight. They were magnificent. 5 outstanding innings in relief of Hendricks, all shut out. You saw Fernando Rodney run one down that was hit back his way, make a play at first. Trevor Cahill was good. Hector Rondon was good. They did what they had to do. Look at the stuff Trevor Cahill's running out there.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you what. Here's the thing. This is part of the game plan, guys. I mean, if you think that they weren't game planning on getaway day, I'll tell you what. I mean, even Trevor busted out the changeup a bunch of times in the ball game. He's a super sinker guy. He's a 93 miles an hour. He knows this Royals team, but I just thought it was quite impressive. To me, this is more speaking about the game plan that Bosio probably put in play going up against this Royals team. Now, what do we know about the Royals? They love to swing the bats. They don't strike out an awful lot. And you think about what we were able to do to them today. To me, it was about stepping on that accelerator at the front end of at bats, pulling back off, throwing that changeup down in the zone with great tilt, and getting good results because Royals hitters were off balance all night.
All right, let's go back to Wrigley. Time to hear from Cubs manager Joe Maddon, our Xfinity post-game press conference.
Great game. I mean, we could just say, I mean, our guys pitched wonderfully, so did theirs. We hit some balls well without any luck early. Eventually just settled into one of those nights, and normally that's the kind of game that is won with something like that. I mean, Dino comes off the bench. He's done a great job pinch hitting. He was ready. He's always ready. So, he really hit that ball well, too. That was very loud. It was legit. So a well-played game. 2 playoff-bound teams. I thought it was it was intense in a good way. It was a very good baseball game. Huge play. I mean, if they steal right there, who knows what's going to happen. That took the wind out of their sails at that point. Great job by him. Yeah, I mean, again, you could go up and down. KB almost KB did not pitch or catch or something like that today, right? He was all over the map. And that's the beauty of it. I mean, that's what I was talking about. When you can do things like that and able to bring guys in and out of the game and know that you got this wild card, they can play anywhere. Wild card. Get it? Anyway, I thought he, and I know he loved it. I know he absolutely loved it too.
Kyle Hendricks, he had a pretty good start last time, and I mean, is he earning a little bit of playoff trust here?
Well, he's definitely was sharp tonight. I thought after the 2 walks early, he really settled in nicely. He was a strike throw. Again, when he gets ahead, then he's able to utilize his other pitches. That's when he's effective. Primarily, I think the ball was on the ground, or a lot of. How many strikeouts did he have? 6 or 7? 9. Dang. So he had that going on. He just had everything going on tonight. He was really sharp. 6 innings was about 90-some pitches. Part of that's like the old minor league thing. He was coming up third, I think, that inning. But the old minor league gig where. If a guy's been struggling a little bit at all, you just get him out after with some success so that he's going to leave this ballpark feeling really good about himself. And that thought in and of itself is going to make him better the next time out. So all there's a lot of stuff working right there, plus a really fresh bullpen who pitched really, really well. Cahill is really turning into quite a force out of the bullpen, and the rest of the guys did their job. It was just, like I said, a really well-played game. Monday makeup game, full house, pretty cool vibe, man.
Joey, does he? How firm is his spot going forward as you start making these playoffs?
We haven't discussed that yet. We sat down today a little bit just to talk about what we think we would need, but we weren't very specific with names.
So maybe look at it one more time before some of that stuff is fine.
It's not even. You think you know what he can do. It's just a matter of how you think the matchups run and what you're looking for. And of course, we're just focused on one game right now. We're not focused on a 5-game series yet. So there's a difference.
What's the stop and go factor for you with your bullpen when you pick up a game on Pittsburgh tonight? Where do you draw the line?
Well, you saw tonight I let Richard face Gordon to shorten up Rondon's spot. I was trying to stay away from Strope altogether, but we had to use him eventually. Cahill took a more meaty role tonight appearance, did really well with that. I'd like to get some other guys in that particular moment, whether it's Edwards or some of these other guys, Ross Cup, depends on the batting order. Try to give them a little bit more meaty presentation to see how they play through it. So I was trying to stay away from Stropey for sure tonight. Had to use him. Rondon had to get 2 outs. One was a pickoff as it turned, although it's pretty much 2 hitters. That's what I was thinking. So
will you feel like you'll have to press down further on the gas pedal as you get closer to Pittsburgh?
Yeah, I mean, where are we behind them right now?
3.
Okay, 3. So that's still pretty firm. Yeah, I mean, we're going to keep, we're going to try to win every night, but I want to try to win with utilization of all these guys to find out what do we have and how do they feel playing this time of the year, and are they able to perform. I'm talking about the guys who really haven't had that opportunity. So I think all that is a factor. We got Barry in there to run. We were unable to get a pitch to go on, but we need to get him out there more often so that he could be prepared to do something like that. So this next week is about getting guys that haven't had enough opportunity to find out what we do think. But a guy like Kyle, we pretty much have an idea what we do think. He's been pitching all year.
Many more games this season in this ballpark.
Right.
Can you talk about how much fun it was for you in front of these fans, the home portion of this season?
Every day's a happening, man. It's every day. It's every day. If you are tired at all, the fans they'll definitely provide some energy for you. They're fabulous. I mean, the fabulous fan base, the folks that show up, the ballpark itself. I would imagine as a visiting team coming here, you're going to find some energy too, especially if you're among a group that doesn't get that kind of attendance on a regular basis. I believe it's the best in all of baseball. I mean to sincerely feel very fortunate to be part of this. It's not lost on me every day, man. I walk in and I get it. I get it. I'm appreciative. It's different. And I'd like to keep this going for many years to come.
All right, there you go. That's Joe Madden wrapping up his news conference at Wrigley Field. He talked about Kyle Hendricks. He said, I got him out of there. I wanted him to feel good about his outing. He should. He was excellent.
Oh, he was absolutely excellent. You go back to that first inning and you saw, as he talked about, the 2 walks there, then strikes out 9, doesn't walk anybody else the rest of the time. It was an outstanding effort. You looked at where the ball was at the plate, and that's what I'm always looking for. When he's up, it's dangerous for him. Hitters can obviously square him up. The velocity is, obviously a little bit less than 90 miles an hour, but he's always about tilt. He's got a good 2-seam fastball. The changeup was working down in the zone, and you watched how Royal hitters were off balance. I've always looked at Kyle and thought he is a great advantage, a great weapon to have against an offense that doesn't see him regularly. And the Royals obviously don't see him very regularly. That changeup was a devastating pitch again tonight, and he picked up those 9 strikeouts and really only, like I said, scattered the 2 hits.
Well, let's take a look at the other NL Central playoff teams. Cardinals at the Pirates tonight. No score in the 7th. A very scary moment. Folks, this is brutal. Center fielder Peter Bourjos and Steven Piscotty collide in the outfield. Piscotty lay motionless on the field for several minutes. Bourjos' knee would hit Piscotty in his head and neck area. He would wave to the crowd as he left the field on a spine board and a cart. Let's hope all is okay. We have not yet gotten an update on him in the 9th after Pirates errors. As you see, there he is, and he will wave to the crowd. After Pirates errors gave the Cardinals a 1-0 lead, Mark Reynolds added to it. He goes yard to deep right center. That's a 2-run bomb. That makes it a 3-0 game. Cards get 3 in the 9th. Pirates tried to rally, could not. Left men on base, they lose 3-0. It's now a 4-game bulge.
Well, you wondered if Pittsburgh was going to have some issues in this ball game. They left a lot of guys on base in this ball game, as you and I were watching this one tonight. Last night's ball game, that's that Sunday night kind of curse that's out there. Pittsburgh played here in Chicago, got on a plane, got into Pittsburgh probably 5 a.m., had to go out and play this ball game, left all those guys on base. Let's hope and pray for Piscotty. Let's hope that everything's okay with him. That is a devastating injury right there. You saw how his neck was exposed and caught that knee. Let's hope everything's okay.
Scary stuff. Yeah. Time for a break here on Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield. Holly and I'll be right back.
Cubs Postgame Live is presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. Through it all.
I need more time!
You only get a handful of minutes to start a new life.
We gotta go! Keep looking! He's gotta be here! He's coming!
so you grab what you need to get you through.
Oh, there it is.
I'm gonna go have our baby now.
Like, geez! I'm so nervous.
We try to stay directly within the Fields Auto Group. Fields has a wonderful reputation.
Hello, I'm Dan Fields of the Fields Auto Group. We simply treat people the way we want to be treated.
They're as invested in me as a person as I am in them, and that makes a huge difference. It makes me come back.
It includes our free loaners, free car washes, and cafes. It's all part of the Fields Matters program.
I felt confident in buying because of the service and the fact that this dealership would stand behind it.
Fields matters because you matter.
When you get away from smartphones and video games and tablets, it's amazing what you can really plug into. This season, shop the brands you love, plus thousands of items on sale now. Sports Authority, all things sport.
Not enough TVs for all the NFL games on Sunday afternoons? Experience all the non-stop action live on one screen. DirecTV's Red Zone channel.
We show you every game live.
Get every score as it happens, game to game. Even games next to games. Catch every touchdown from anywhere on your favorite devices, even while you're watching your game on the big screen. Order NFL Sunday Ticket Max to get the Red Zone channel, only on DirecTV, channel 703.
If you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt or unsecured loans, this is what it looks like. But there is a solution. Only National Debt Relief has the Debt Reset program that negotiates with your creditors to reduce your debt down to a fraction of what you owe, and will customize a low monthly payment plan, helping you become debt-free in as little as 24 to 48 months. And you don't pay a dime until we succeed.
Call now for your free $100 gift card. Call 800-256-9112.
Time for our Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing. Who's hot and who's not hot versus Dan Herron. How about Joey Votto? Red hot, 313, a bomb and 4 walks. How about Jay Bruce? Guy gets a huge contract, brutal. 158 with 8 punch-outs and a 211 slug. I could hit that. All right, let's take a look at the Cubs lineup for manager Joe Madden.
Come on.
Not a lot at the top. Chris Bryant, a 1 for 4 night, 1 for 4 for Starlin. Tommy La Stella, 0 for 4. Soler, 1 for 3. And, of course, the pinch hit game winner from Chris Ganarfia. Can't find any room for him on the box score. Nowhere on there, I guess. Jeff Nelson didn't have time to type his name in. UPS Store taking care of business. Player of the game. We're going to give it to the Wrigley Field grounds crew, as they do every year on the final home game of the regular season. They all gathered and sang the 7th inning stretch, and it was awesome.
Yeah, job well done. Everybody together now. You and I could do that together with that group. That way we can drown our voices out.
Yeah, no question. By the way, 2015 regular season attendance finale, 2,959,812. That's up 307,699 from last season, and the bleachers weren't fully open until June. So you had easy 3 million if you get the bleachers open.
Winning baseball sells. You know that. That's the name of the game. So, hey, the way this team, what do we have, 13 walk-off winners this year? Yep. We'd all gone.
Unbelievable. We'll be right back. Cubs Postgame Live continues, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois.
Yes, McRib lover, it's back.
Celebrate McRib season. Now just $5 for a delicious McRib, Dr. Pepper, and medium fries at McDonald's.
We manufacture pinball machines, and we are all about pinball. As we were deciding to move to Elk Grove Village, we were contacted by many different government officials. We spoke directly with Governor Walker of Wisconsin. We were in contact with the government in Indiana and in Tennessee. We investigated numerous different areas, and we decided the best place for us was here in Elk Grove Village.
Hey, Ralph Punzel.
Oh, hey, Ronnie.
Where are you headed?
Great Clips.
You're getting a haircut?
I checked in already. Using their online check-in.
Online check?
It saves you time.
You're getting a haircut.
Why? Thinking about applying to astronaut school.
That's cool.
Okay, I'll see you, Ronnie.
Next time, save time. Download the online check-in app today. Great clips. It's gonna be great.
My name is Renee Ward.
Tony Orlando.
And this is my mailbox confession. I sell beauty products.
I am a CPA.
I sell fitness equipment.
Shh, just between you and me. I don't want the competition to know my secret.
You've got to have an address, and this is mine. The packing, the shipping.
It's local.
Mailbox, paperwork. The UPS store.
It's a miracle.
I confess, I don't know what I'd do without you.
Real small business owners count on the UPS store.
Thursday on Plus, Hosa and the Hawks hit the road for a regular season tune-up in St. Louis. Blackhawks Blues Thursday at 7 on CSN Plus. Blackhawks preseason hockey on Comcast Sportsnet is brought to you by AT&T UVerse high-speed internet.
There is no room in baseball for errors and mental mistakes. Scouting is an important part of baseball, but stop. But it's also an important part. Just trying to get them loose. How about a head-first slide next time, man? That'd be awesome. If you can't find the dead bennies, it's probably not worth drinking.
He sure does like staring out that window.
He's always got a great idea afterwards.
Breakfast. Galen, you're driving.
Told ya.
Right now, you'll lump 2 steak and egg burritos for just $3.33 at McDonald's.
On Tuesday night, join Comcast Sportsnet for a Coors Light viewing party at Chaser Sports Bar and Grill in Lake Zurich. Watch the Northsiders battle Cincinnati, enjoy Coors Light, and free giveaways. Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Great beer equals great responsibility.
All right, time for our Blue Cross Blue Shield key to the game. Here's Holly.
All right, change of pace was going to be the key tonight. We're talking Kyle Hendricks. Again, you know, this was feeding off what the Royals are. I've watched them an awful lot this year. This is a very, very talented offensive team. They love to swing the bats. They don't strike out much, love to put the ball in play. If Kyle was going to fall into patterns, this was the team that you didn't want to do it against. They would make those adjustments. So I thought the changeup was going to be a huge pitch for him tonight. And, of course, it was. We talk about the number of punch-outs that he got. To get the Royals, honestly, to strike out 9 times in a ballgame over 6 innings, that is impressive. So outstanding effort from Hendricks.
All right, back to Wrigley. Here's Kyle Hendricks with the media.
Yeah, in the first and the second a little bit. I was kind of a little off, but used my warm-up pitches in between innings and just tried to find it, and eventually just found that groove, you know, which past like 4 or 5 games I've had it at times, like I've said, but that was definitely the best I felt in those last innings, so it was good to have that. Mm-hmm. It's huge, you know, when you're searching for it and then you finally see the results after a while. You need something like that for sure, but Miggy was great back there, guys making the plays behind me, and just a good game, glad we could get the win.
Probably a number question, I guess a lot of them. I don't feel comfortable with it, but do you feel like you're auditioning for a playoff spot?
I'm not sure, to be honest. I'm just trying to focus on going out there every time he gives me the ball and just make good pitches. Come playoff time, you got to be ready to do whatever Skip asks you to do, whether that's a start, whether that's come out of the pen. You know, I hope I just get some innings, get some appearances, whatever it happens to be, but whatever the team needs me for, that's bottom line.
All right, we'll be right back. Cubs Postgame Live presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield. Continue.
Kate!
She can't go alone. Give me your hand! That was close.
Hey, what's up, my man? Chuckles? How's it going? So, what's with the getup? Did I miss the memo or something like that? Well, you missed out on the Illinois Lottery Cash for Life game. You can win thousands of dollars a week for the rest of your life. You know what that means, buddy? I'm not taking any chances. None.
Win up to $5,000 a week with Cash for Life from the Illinois Lottery. The longer you live, the more you get.
Hey, Ralph Punzel.
Oh, hey, Ronnie.
Where are you headed?
Great clips.
You're getting a haircut?
I checked in already. Using their online check-in.
Online check?
It saves you time.
You're getting a haircut.
Why? Thinking about applying to astronaut school.
That's cool.
Okay, I'll see you, Ronnie.
Next time, save time. Download the online check-in app today. Great clips. It's going to be great.
Get a sneak peek at this week's game with Bears safety Antro Roll all season long.
I'll give you an insider's look at the key plays from last week's matchup and how we plan on tackling the next game.
Every Tuesday at 11 right here on Comcast Sportsnet.
Cubs baseball on Comcast Sportsnet is brought to you in part by Cholula Hot Sauce, the flavorful hot sauce with the iconic wooden cap.
When you get away from smartphones and video games and tablets, it's amazing what you can really plug into. This season, shop the brands you love, plus thousands of items on sale now. Sports Authority, all things sporting good.
Cubs now move on to Cincinnati, the Queen City, for a 3-game series against the Reds, and you can catch tomorrow's series opener here on Comcast Sportsnet. Dan Herron gets the ball for the Cubs to go up against Josh Smith, who's 0-2 with an ERA of 7.23. Herron's last start came September 18 against the Cardinals. He gave up 3 runs, 3 hits, and 4 1/3.
Yeah, he's been pitching really well. Again, keeping the ball down for the most part, and that's always key for Dan, keeping the ball in the yard, going up against Josh Smith, the right-hander. I want to see the offense get rolling. That's really my biggest concern, more than Dan Herron than anything, is really that this Cubs offense starts to roll a little bit. Nice win tonight, Kristen Orfia, walk-off home run, but you look at the last 3 or 4 ball games, the offense just has not been rolling quite as well as it had been before that. So let's see if we can't get that offense rolling on this road trip.
All right, I will see you tomorrow.
Sounds good.
All right, you got a busy week, Holly. Get your rest. Thanks for watching Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. Sportsnet Central with Pat Boyle. Kip Lewis is coming up next. Holly and I will see you tomorrow. Have a great night, everybody. Cubs win 1-0 on a walk-off by Kristen Orfia. We'll see you.